This is a Louie Tee Network exclusive.
For those of you who don't know, I'm Louie Tee, host of the Louie Tee Network, and this is One Burning Question, a series that will take a look at all 32 teams in the National Football League and pose a question. Some teams will have micro questions where we look at the team in its current state and talk about what could potentially happen for them in this season. And some will take a macro approach where we kind of open up the lens a bit and take a step back and look at it from a wide view look and perspective and talk about where these franchises might be going in the future, not just this season, but moving forward. So I'll take a look at each and every single team, ask a burning question, answer that question, and move on to the next team. Thank you for joining me. Enjoy One Burning Question. Welcome to this In the Lab Room exclusive series, One Burning Question. I, of course, am your host, Louie Tee. Thank you for joining me. Today, we're talking about the AFC North leading Cincinnati Bengals. Coming into this video, they are 10-2 right now, head and shoulders above the rest of their division in the AFC North, looking to wrap up that division and possibly get the number one seed in the AFC playoffs. This is a pretty straightforward question, and I think it's the question that we've all been asking since day one of this NFL season with this football team. And the question reads as follows: can the Bengals take the next step and advance in the playoffs? Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It's the same question I've been asking all season. It's the same question everyone else has been asking about this Cincinnati Bengals team. Marvin Lewis, Andy Dalton have gotten it done since Andy Dalton has taken charge of this team. This season, Andy Dalton's playing at an extremely high level, but then again, he's done that throughout his career. He's had his moments where he's been mediocre, but at the end of the day, he's always been steady enough to keep this team above sea level and giving them a chance to make the postseason, and that they have over the last 4 seasons. You can go ahead and pencil them in for a 5th consecutive postseason appearance, as this team has been the model of consistency in this division. Problem is that consistency does not extend to the postseason, where they've been the direct opposite of consistent in the terms of winning. They have not done so. Andy Dalton 0-4 in the postseason. Marvin Lewis 0-5 in the postseason as Cincinnati Bengals head coach. These two haven't gotten it done in the postseason, and so the question begs, can this Cincinnati Bengals team take the next step and advance in the postseason? It'd be great if they could get a number 1 seed. It'd be great to get the number 2 seed, get a first round bye, and jump into the fray during the divisional round of the postseason. But whatever happens, this team needs to win in the postseason. And if they cannot get it done, if somehow they fall to the 3rd seed and have to play in wild card weekend and get bounced like they did 2 years ago, and if you want to look at their history quickly, 2 losses to the Texans in their first 2 appearances with Andy Dalton at quarterback. Then you lose in the 3rd season to the San Diego Chargers, and I think that's the one that sticks out like a sore thumb. That was the only home playoff game of the Andy Dalton administration thus far as the quarterback of the Cincinnati Bengals. They win the division, get a home playoff game. They feel good about this team and the prospects of them advancing in the playoffs that year. San Diego comes in, wins that football game, and embarrasses them in the process, and really has people asking, can Andy Dalton get it done? Can Marvin Lewis get it done? Does this team have enough to get it done? They go back to the postseason the following year, lose to Indianapolis in the wild card game. That team was depleted, and Cincinnati had just about every single one of their skill guys down at that point. They did not stand a chance in that game. So you look at this team and the way that it's constructed and set up, they are as healthy and as ferocious and as talented as they've ever been under Marvin Lewis. This is a team poised to make a run this season. Can they secure a number 1 seed in the AFC playoffs? Can they secure a number 2 seed and get a first round bye? Those are the questions you ask. Can this team get it done in the postseason? And I don't know if Cincinnati Bengal fans are content with just winning a game. I think this is a fan base that is starving for them to make a deep postseason run. We're talking AFC Championship. We're talking to the Super Bowl. I don't know if this fan base will be just satisfied with winning a game, especially if that one game comes in Wild Card Weekend. Maybe they'll be satisfied if they can get the first round bye, win in the divisional round, and get to the AFC Championship. Maybe that will satisfy their palate. I don't know. But this is a team that must get the monkey off their back, win in the postseason, move forward with this franchise, because they're among the most talented franchises and rosters in all of football. They do a phenomenal job of drafting each and every single year, and that's part of the reason why this football team makes the postseason year in and year out, because they're loaded, they have depth, and they do a great job of stocking this team full of talented football players. So, once again, the question for the Cincinnati Bengals, the one burning question: can the Cincinnati Bengals take the next step and advance in the playoffs? We'll see if the Cincinnati Bengals can answer the one burning question. I'm your man, Louie Tee. See you next time.